Alright, Scales 311 here, and I'm just kind of going through some of my old games. I actually downloaded pre-ordered the King Arthur 2 game, but then it runs like absolute crap. So I asked for a refund through Steam, so we'll see if that happens. But by messing around with it, it got me back in the mood to mess around with Shogun 2 a little bit again, which I put in one of my top 10 games of the year, and I really am not good at this game. I suck at it, to be honest with you. But that doesn't mean that it's not an awesome game and that I don't love it. So I'm just going to mess around a little bit and just kind of give it a go again, just for playing around, and we'll see how this goes. I'll go with these guys. I've actually bitten them a couple times. They start on a small island here, which makes sense, I think, to you know, it's a little easier. Some of these, it'll tell you, you know, they have an easy initial challenge. It's basically how this starts out. Same over here, easy, because you're kind of starting your own island. Some of these are obviously hard, right in the middle of everything. So the Chosokabe is what they're called. We'll put on normal, long campaign, just so we have time to take our time. And that's it. So let's give it a go.
1545. This is Sengoku Jidai, the age of the country at war. For 200 years, the Ashikaga shoguns have ruled from Kyoto. Great splendor and power were theirs. Now, the overmighty clans no longer obey. The time has come for a new warlord to become shogun. But who will be victorious? Chōsokabe lands have always provided for our people. Our enemies are many and envious. They threaten our borders and look for any weakness. This is our land. We respect its ways. Our farmers work hard and grow more than other men. But we are master warriors too. Our archers are admired by all. No arrow flies truer than the Chōsokabe shaft. Bishamont, the war god has woken. Now is the time to defeat our enemies. All will bow to the Chōsokabe Clan. We wait no longer. Destiny calls!
Destiny calls. Now there's a little intro that kind of...
We are the Chōsokabe.
Shows you what's going on.
Until recently, our home province of Tosa was controlled by the Ichijo clan. We are their vassals. The waning popularity of the Ichijo throughout the province, and our own growing influence gave us the means to seize control for ourselves. Now, all that remains is to crush what remains of Ichijo resistance. Once this is done, nothing will prevent the conquest of Shikoku. Our rivals, the Kono, have their eyes on the same prize. They will also vie for control of the island, so the capture of their province, Iyo, must also be a priority. Whilst holding no particular strategic value, control of Iyo will allow us to extend our domain and bring us closer to the mainland of Honshu and its riches. We have as yet no quarrel with the Sogo or Miyoshi clans, but their subjugation or destruction will give us total control of Shikoku and access to resources vital for expansion beyond the shores of Shikoku. The fine horses of Awa will enable us to field superior cavalry, whilst the stone found in Sanuki will make our castles impregnable. Both are excellent trade resources should we choose to negotiate with other clans. However, with power and influence will surely come the ire of Kyoto. And should the Shogun feel threatened, he will rally his subjects against us. In that event, we must be prepared to fend off all who would attack us, no matter from where that threat emerges. If the Shogun wishes to halt our expansion, let him come here and reckon with us himself.
Alright, so you always start out with a mission. There's always a cool little intro like that that kind of gives you an idea. You want to go for this guys, these guys, and give you some strategy. The Ichijo clan are all but ousted from our home province of Tosa. Nevertheless, some resistance remains to the northwest. We must crush what remains of the Ichiho, and I'm going to pronounce all these wrong, and rid ourselves of our former rulers once and for all. So crush the rebellion in the fallen province, and we get inspired endeavors, which means we get more money for 4 seasons, which is basically a turns a season. Once we get this done, so we get a little bit more money to start off with.
To become shogun, military ruler of all Japan, we must defeat the current shogunate, the Ashikaga clan.
So this basically says that to win the game, you have to capture Kyoto, which is the main. That's where the shogun is. So every game ends up with you having to capture this for 4 seasons. Now there's always a point in the game, which I haven't gotten too much. Like I said, this game is awesome, but I'm not good at it. And there's a good chance that I will lose this match, and I'm going to record it anyway. You have to capture Kyoto for 4 seasons, 4 turns. But after a while, once you get too powerful, the leader the shogun will declare war on you. Like everybody comes after you, which is something that I haven't gotten through much, to be honest. But anyway, we need to. These are the rebels that we have to kill. So basically, we have a rebel faction in our town, in our home. So we can take our. This is our leader. We'll put him in with our army to build one bigger army, and then we'll go attack these guys and try to get rid of them right away on the first turn. You want to get them done on the first turn. So you have a battle deployment screen. Here's our forces. Here's their forces. This is basically saying that we are the yellow, they're the red. We should win this fight. We could auto resolve it, and it'll play itself out. You can do a quick save before the battle, but we're gonna fight it. All right. So now here's the battle screen, and we can rain. Is weather effect. You can wait it out. You have up to 3 waits, basically. We don't want rain, because the Chosokabe are archers. That's our best unit. And it's harder to use, like gunpowders or archery or whatever in rain. So we're going to wait and see if there's a better... Now we got fog, which reduces visibility. All missile units fire reduce accuracy. We don't want that either. So then we have dry, which is perfect. No effects. There's always a rousing speech before each fight, which is kind of cool the first time, for a couple times, but then it gets kind of old because it's the same thing all the time.
兵の数を見れば一目瞭然。数も少なければ兵力も大したことはない。皆に名門の証見せて信ぜよう。この栄えある勝利は我らのさらなる勲章となる。
Alright, and then you can deploy your forces. We're the attacking force, so we need to basically... they're over here somewhere. In this red area. We're obviously over here in this area. So being the attacking force, we have to basically go up to them. You can group your guys, I know, and get like a basic... a basic thing here. This is a balanced attack formation. Archers, so we'll just throw them in this spear point. And move them down here. And that's, well, let's get going. So we have 2 generals. We have this guy and this guy. This is our main daimyo, or however you pronounce it. He's our leader of our whole faction. This is our actual general. Then we have samurai, who are spears, which are obviously they're good against horses. Then we have our basic infantry troops, and we have one thing of archers. So we can send these guys forward. Most likely, these guys are probably, once I start coming up to them, they're going to probably try to make a break for this hill, because usually you want, you know, just like any battle, you want the high ground. Our guys get more tired running up the hill. The arrows are, if you're up at the top and you have arrows, it's better, you have longer range. Our horses are flying up there, so that might, if they see them first, that might actually cause them to move, but it hasn't. You also can speed up time. I haven't played this in a long time. Where's the time? I don't know what the time is. Oh, it's up here. Wow. So you can speed up time. So, so yeah, they're moving. So they're gonna try to get position on that hill, which really, I don't think you can really do about stopping that. I guess maybe something. They have 2 units of spear, Shigaru, so we don't want to throw our horses right at them. And our arrow guys are taking pot shots. See, these guys are their bow guys. They're coming in. Our bow guys have a range. They're leaving their arrow guys alone, which I try to take advantage of. Pepper these guys with some arrows for a while.
Is in grave danger, my lord.
We'll start sending our guys up here, I guess. Send our horse against the bow guys. They have no way to really stop an assault. The bow and arrow guys, they left them alone to die, basically. Wow, these guys with our general. You send horse guys against them, that's a good thing. You see, this is their health, our health. If it flashes, that means they're routing, which is exactly what you want them to do. You want them to rout. Even more than killing everybody, you want them to rout. Which causes mass, exodus of their troops. They're going to come right at our spear guys with the horses. We should actually kind of win that battle. We'll bring our general up. And these guys are killing the routers. You see their general's about to die. these guys. Just let them mop up. Now everybody has morale. These guys are all routed, as you see. And that's the best way to win a fight, is to route them to the point of them running you. Once they all do, you win. There's other guys like. So yeah, their general routed, as you see. They're taken off. So they're all gonna route. You know, I'm gonna mop up. I'll do that off camera. Alright, so once your battle's over, it gives you your victory screen or defeat screen. We lost 105, they lost 386. So they lost all but 79 of their guys, so they still have guys left. As you see. You want to kill all of them because they can regroup or actually attack a town. So we have enough movement points to fight them one more time. And this one, I'm actually definite we're gonna win. I mean, obviously, all this should kill the rest of them off. And we took no more. There's anybody there. So that'll kill these guys off for good. And our rebels are done. So, for 4 turns, we get more wealth, 25% more wealth generated from our buildings. And our general increased in rank. So our general is this is our main general. He increased. Each unit can level up and become stronger. See, they have a XP progress bar there. Our general, when you level, you can pick a retainer, which is someone who travels with them. Pet tiger, +10 to diplomatic relations, or sword of Amaterasu. And I think these are completely random, which we get. 10% to the effectiveness of the inspire ability, instills fear in enemy units, reduces morale. So I don't know what matters. I'm probably not going to send my main general out that much. I might leave him in. Maybe I'll send him out though. Let's take the sword. That sounds more evil. Well, not evil, but more threatening. Diplomatic relations is probably very important, obviously, though. And then you get to pick a skill tree thing. Usually the ones on the right here are for his own guys, like melee defense for his bodyguard, morale for his bodyguards, melee attack for his bodyguards in general. Like the general, his bodyguards are the guys that are with him that make his one group. And then this is more for, you know, broader things like this 10% campaign movement for all units under his command. You know, so we can take a point in that. You can actually take 2 points in that and get 20%. So we'll do that, I guess. So now he has, you know, more effects. So we'll take these guys and we can't send them back yet. Next turn we'll send them back in here to rest and replenish. Based on what we have in our plays, they replenish at a certain speed. So we lost a bit of these guys. It's going to take basically 12 turns. No, turns until this unit is fully replenished. 5. They're getting 12 a turn. So 3, 1, 3. They get 4 a turn, but this is a different unit. It goes by units. These guys get 9 a turn. These are our archers. So anyway, that is our first turn. Now, actually, we're gonna. There's a couple things you want to make sure you do. Here's our finance screen. I'm just gonna put on auto tax for now, so I don't have to worry about it. It's hard enough for me to play this game without having to worry about everything. Basically, you know, you can have your taxes where people are pissed off at you. This will keep it where I think everybody, you make just enough money where everybody's still happy. So you can raise taxes, make more money, but they get angrier. Lower taxes, they like you more, but you make less money. Here's your trade screen. We're actually trading with this Mayoshi clan right now, and we're making 185 a turn. And we're producing wood, and we're importing horses from the Mayoshi clan, who I believe are over here. Yeah. And you see the horse. There's horses on this province, which means that when we take this province over, we'll own those horses. Different things in different provinces are worth, a more have different value at wood in this province. So here's our diplomacy screen. These are the two that we know of. We're hostile to Kono, and we're indifferent to Mayoshi. And we're actually trading with them too. As you see us here. Kono is the one in the beginning. They said they were going to attack us. They're up here. That's our first target. And we also have arts. And this is a broad skill tree for our whole clan. And when there's two ways to go, you can go down. This is more the war path. The war route, plus morale, more damage, charge bonus. This helps your archers, which enables fire arrows, and we can build a better range, and you can come all the way down here. And this is more of the economics type of stuff. This is our bonus to our clan rate, so we get 1% tax bonus. And this actually helps our farms. Oh, actually this helps our upkeep costs for armies and navies, which is nice, because every unit we make every turn takes more money to upkeep them, to keep them fed, And eventually we can come down here to farms, we can build more farms. So we're going to go here first. And in 2 turns we'll actually have this learned. And we can also build a market once we get that too, which helps. And what else? Just make sure you go through all your stuff each turn and make sure it's good. This one is kind of just gives you a broad. And this is our family. So we have a wife here, and then we have a daughter. And you can actually marry your daughters off to other clans or other people. And then you have your sons, who actually will become generals once they grow old enough. So. And that's about it for this video, actually. Well, no, you know what? Let me see what we got here real quick. This is your province here, so you can click on each individual building, and or you can just click on your main city or your town here. And as you see, we can upgrade our castles so they're stronger. We already have an archery dojo because we are archers, an archer clan. And then you can rebuild stuff here, like we can build a farm. We have 3,000. We can build a farm, upgrade our farms. Right now we get 1,215 to our wealth because of this farm. Once we upgrade it, we get 1518, and it actually produces more food. And food's important because some buildings you can't build without the food. Like this consumes 1 food. If we want to upgrade it, which we do, because we can, it becomes a better building. We get more tax. We get more. Our troops replenish faster with the stronger one, but it also consumes another food, so we need the farms, to sustain our people. So we'll build a farm, and then we will build. You can build roads for quicker movement. You can build ports for trade ships and a navy, and then we have lumber in this one, so we can actually get more wealth from lumber, more lumber to trade. And it's actually cheaper for ships, it says, because of lumber. So we're going to upgrade this too. Another big reason for this is that we want trade ships. And we use trade ships, plus we want to be able to eventually you can trade from the sea too, based on what you have. The reason why trade ships is way over here, in different parts of the map, are trade nodes, I guess. So this is trade with Indonesian. This is trade with warlords, massive warlords, Chinese Empire, Korea, and somebody else. Once you put a ship on here, then you own this trade route. You could put, I think, up to 10 ships on one thing, but you want to try to get more than one. It really helps your economy by bringing in money. You gotta get here first. If somebody else is here, you can actually declare war and kill them and then take it. If you wanted to do that, you can do that. So you want to put a ship here and maybe a few ships to defend it from other people trying to do that same thing. And from pirates. Okay, so that's our first turn, and we will, well, let's see what happens. So we end turn, we're in spring right now. So we will be going into summer. When you hit the button, everything goes by here. Everybody else is taking their turn in the game. Now the Kono usually show up. Oh, they didn't. They want to come attack you, so you want to get them first. There's a lot of clans. Eventually, this will, as other clans start getting killed off, you will, you know, there's going to be less up there. So now we have a new mission, which tells us to follow the way of the bow, and we'll get a unit as a reward. And I'm not sure if that's actually timed or not. I don't think it is. So we have how much time we want to do that. And we encountered a new clan, the Sogo. So we can begin diplomatic relations with them. We can trade with them or do whatever it is that we want to do. Alright, so that's our first turn. So we'll stop here and then continue in the next one. So thanks for watching.